Hi, my name is Meg Johnson, and I am the Senior Graphic Designer at Nisolo, and I also oversee our email marketing. So today I'm here to talk a little bit about email segmentation and how it's influenced our business. I'm also going to touch on how we benefited from segmentation during Black Friday, Cyber Monday in 2019, and then how we're thinking about it as we move into Cyber Weekend 2020 in such an unforeseen year. So I think it's safe to say that we're all experiencing the changes that are coming with this year at the same time together. So sharing content like this is only going to make us better marketers. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen and give a little bit of an intro to Nisolo. So Nisolo, if you're not familiar, is a Nashville-based lifestyle brand offering footwear and accessories. We are a B Corp and climate neutral certified brand working really hard to push the fashion industry in a more sustainable direction. So as a footwear and accessory brand with a wide variety of product offering on our site today, segmentation is key to ensure that our customers are receiving the content that they're most interested in based on their preferences. So segmentation, in the best analogy that I could come up with, is like putting a magnifying glass over your email list. Through it, you can see so much about your customer base and how they respond to your marketing. So for us, it's improved our email analytics in a significant way, and we've been able to see more insights within smaller segments from our entire recipient list. So instead of sending a batch and blast email to your entire master list where you feel like you maybe have to show everything all at once, all the content smushed in, with segmentation, you have the opportunity to implement more customized emails to your customer base based on their preferences and their purchasing behavior. So in turn, our customers are receiving more personalized and thoughtful messages, which I believe long-term establishes more trust in the brand. Okay, so if we're going to look back at Black Friday, Cyber Monday 2019, I think it would be beneficial to highlight some of our key segments that we leaned into and maybe give a couple examples of how we utilized them and benefited from them. So engagement, Nisolo is always sending to engaged customers. For us, currently, we measure engagement around how recently recipients have opened, clicked, or joined our newsletter. So sending to engaged customers will improve your analytics, and it'll ensure that you're sending to customers who are still wanting to hear from you. Gender preferences, for us, this is helpful to ensure that customers are receiving content around products that they want to shop for. We capture this on the front end of our email signups so that from the onboarding flows or triggered emails to standard campaign emails, recipients are seeing storytelling broken down by gender preferences. So for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, as an example, we were able to break down the content by highlighting different creative, different subject line, pre-header, copy, messaging in general. Everything can be different based on gender preferences. So that's definitely something you can benefit from. Geo-targeting, the capabilities around geo-targeting are honestly endless when you can segment based on location. For example, last Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we were able to roll out a different strategy for our Nashville customer list from our engaged segments that were happening online to heighten our foot traffic in our showroom leading up to Small Business Saturday. So we were able to highlight different content and incentives based on location. Of course, given the state of this year, I think that's one of those strategies that we'll need to take a step back and maybe revamp a little bit, but it's nice to have the foundation of that segment to build upon. Okay, thoughtfulness about non-openers. I worded it like this because I think resending to non-openers is not an every campaign lever to pull. I think it can be really helpful around heavy sale weeks like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, if you're updating your subject line and pre-header and you're observing the performance as you do it. there's obviously so much noise in our inboxes around the holidays, so it can be a helpful tool, but you want to be mindful of your deliverability in resending to non-openers. So just keep an eye on it. Winbacks, I think you can look at this as a campaign initiative to a specific segment, or the next level would be implementing a flow or automated email based on certain behavior triggers for this segment. So doing a win-back initiative helped us leading up to holiday because it allowed an opportunity to warm some customers that were maybe more lapsed by giving them some updated content that Nisolo had put out, while also giving a bit of an incentive to come back in. Okay, so thinking about Cyber Weekend 2020, kind of touched on this earlier, but with such a crazy unknown year, it's been so much about testing, learning, and iterating, building upon what's worked in the past, while also stepping back to address the tactics or strategies that we'll need to let go of. What are the things that aren't serving our customers anymore? From there, it's about shifting our segments around that philosophy. So things we'll lead into, or things we'll lean into, is further engage segmentation tiers. We'll start testing those leading up to holiday. So we're starting to do a little bit of that now. And then incorporating browsing behavior further into segmentation strategy that kind of feeds into further engage segmentation tiers. But we have some really great insight from our flows or automated emails that will be key to bring that insight into our segments themselves. And then continue smart time testing around individual segments to understand the best send times leading into holiday. Definitely something to start testing now, which we've begun doing. It'll just be a matter of testing that within other individual segments so that it can help feed our plan moving into the holiday. And then utilizing VIP customer segments more intentionally around early access, special incentives, etc. Who are those highly loyal, high purchasing, super engaged customers that have upheld your brand? Reward them for that loyalty, especially in a year like 2020. Okay, so some aha moments that I think are important for all brands to think about or implement going into Cyber Weekend 2020. The first being test, learn, iterate, repeat, and start doing that now. I think being able to take that data that you learned from to feed your marketing plan leading into holiday is going to be so important, and you want to go in feeling prepared. So definitely start doing that testing now, so that you can come up with the best plan ahead of time. Number two, be flexible with your parameters. As your company grows, your segmentation will adjust with it. You'll want to avoid making massive tweaks to segments overnight. Try to do it in strides so that you're warming up those customers within new parameters. And then number three, implement a win-back campaign or flow prior to holiday to keep your customers engaged ahead of Cyber Weekend. This is something I would suggest doing at least a month or two out from Cyber Weekend. So now to familiarize those customers with your company being more active in their inbox. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope that I am leaving you with a light bulb or two that's igniting some new segmentation idea leading up to the holidays. Also, please go check out Nisolo.com. We have some really incredible Fall Winter 20 releases rolling out over the next few months, and you will definitely want to be along for the ride. So check out the website, sign up for our newsletter, and get first dibs on all things that are new. Also, Clavio, thank you so much for hosting this Cyber Weekend 2020 course. Nisolo is really pumped to be a part of it, and I can't wait to see all the other great content coming out from other brands in the Clavio community. Okay, that's all. Thank you.